As lockdown is coming to a close and things are loosening up, so some shops that weren't open before are now going to be open soon, we are coming near to the end of this long phase in lockdown. We are officially in summer. It's lovely sunny days now, lovely and bright, so I've taken the opportunity to put on my Magnum PI shirt and shorts, and my hair is similar to his do. The only thing now is the moustache. I'm quite a big fan of Magnum PI. I quite like the detective series. What I like especially is the characters. They're very different, distinct characters in the series, but they get along really well. Especially Magnum and Higgins, who both live in the same estate, but are totally different people. Magnum is this more maverick, flamboyant detective that looks to solve the crimes and uses the Ferrari to get there and will change things very quickly. Whereas Higgins is the more reserved, more proper. Man, it's all going to be order and essential and proper. They're very different people, but they are great neighbours, which is what leads us into our reflection today about how we are neighbours, how we can be great Christian neighbours. Our call as Christians is to love your neighbour as yourself. And prior to lockdown, you might have gone to different places, had different clubs and things, and you would have met up with a number of different people all in 1 week. And you would be able to support these people and talk to them and be very neighbour-like. Whereas now in lockdown, you've had to develop these ways of reaching people, these ways of being a neighbour in a different way. For example, you've been maybe calling people up on the phone more. And for example, this week, I've talked to a gentleman who's very lonely. So I talked to this person for a while. Just to talk, just to catch up, anything to make them feel great and feel less alone. Or someone else this week, a good friend of mine, I called up and he had recently lost a loved one. And I just spent the whole time trying to make him laugh. And it was great just to see him laughing and enjoying himself, because I know he's been through quite a lot. Or you might be in lockdown and be helping people with technology. Through lockdown, everyone's been using Zoom and Skype for online services and calls and things, and you giving advice may have been a great impact on someone. Or maybe you've really made a great habit for prayer, of deeply praying for those who are vulnerable and those who are struggling and those in need mentally or physically at this time. And we should be encouraged by this, that we are answering this call as Christians to be loving neighbours. But we should also think about how we can use this when we're way past lockdown, when we're free again and it's back to normal. How can we use these to our advantage to keep loving others, to keep looking out for one another, to keep looking to help someone? You may not like your neighbours. I mean, you may not get along with some, all of them. You may get along with some, but not all of them. But that's our call, to be loving to all of them. Just like Higgins and Magnum. Very different people in the TV series, but they were great neighbours.